Hi, everyone.
Hi, everyone.
Welcome back to another episode of Can We Discuss with Yara and Petra. We missed you guys. We're so sorry that it's been so long since we've been on your screens, but we're here and we're back for our season finale. We're so excited that we get some time with you guys today because I've really missed podcasting and I know that Yara has too. So we're excited to be here today to close the season off with you guys.
This has been very, very long overdue. The amount of people that have messaged me or called me or talked to me and been like, Shoo, where's hi everyone? When's the next episode coming out? has honestly been more than I imagined it would be, to be
We're
fair.
grateful, yeah.
بس هلا we are back. We're back, and مثل ما قالت Petra, it's going to be our close off for the season. This is going to be our final episode for season 1 of Can We Discuss with Yara and Petra. And we decided that for this episode, we're going to be discussing why we basically kind of took a break from podcasting, the whole situation in Lebanon, obviously, and what are some things that you can expect for the second season of Can We Discuss with Yara and Petra?
Yeah, so like Yara said, it's long overdue. بس صراحة we already shot this episode before, disclaimer يعني. بس صراحة
Yeah. It was
بحس
very
we got
emotional.
بحس we got a little too emotional.
Yeah.
Obviously,
So
it's
just to
like we
kind of backtrack, sorry, just to kind of backtrack a bit. The final episode we shot it was supposed to be just purely about Lebanon,
صح.
but we didn't release that episode because it was a very emotional episode, as I'm sure a lot of you can imagine and can feel. And we shot it right after or in the midst of everything starting to happen in Lebanon. So it was
Yeah.
very raw.
It was very raw. It's still very raw. It's يعني I don't even know what to say about it. It's kind of I think I'm still in denial of like everything that's happening. I don't know if denial is the right word, but enough for me that's my coping mechanism is to somewhat, and I know I'm going to get a lot of hate for this, but it's to somewhat turn it off. لأنه the reality of it drains me كتير كتير ما بقعد اقدر اركز على شيء تاني. ولاحظت هيدا الشيء على حالي
Mm,
كتير throughout this time and I'm
yeah.
sure في كتير مثلي يعني وبعرف انه حكيت مع كتير ناس already وهن قالوا نفس الشيء انه they either have to tune it out
Yeah.
or be all in. وأنا I wasn't able to function when I was all in and I wasn't able to function when I wasn't turning it off. So عن جد for me um, it's unfortunate that we're ending the season on this note. It's unfortunate in general that this is happening at the moment in Lebanon and continues to happen in Palestine. But this is the reality, and we understand that life does go on, and يعني الناس عندهم أشغالة, people have things to do, so we need to just move forward. So that's what we're here trying to do. But we needed some time to get here for sure.
I think, Kamena, what you said echoes with a lot of other people too. A lot of people are feeling the same way.
Yeah.
But عندك a lot of different coping mechanisms. I know Lebanese expats that obviously don't live in Lebanon that are tethered to their screens 24/7. بيوعوا الصبح بيحطوا الأخبار قبل ما يناموا لازم يحضروا أخبار. كل دقيقة بحياتهم لازم يحكوا بسيرة لبنان وشو عم بيصير بلبنان ومدري شو. When it first happened, we were all like that.
مزبوط.
Actually, scratch that. I was never the type of وعلى الصبح حط الأخبار قبل ما انام حط الأخبار. لا، قبل ما انام حط الأخبار هيدا مستحيل. تاني شيء أول ما أوعى I'm like okay no let me صلي بإيد على وجهي ما بعرف صحصح شوي go work out go to the office because at a certain point I was talking to my manager and I'm very lucky to be working with people that are very understanding of the situation and what it takes on the mental toll it takes on you and the
Yeah.
the heaviness that comes with it. And me and her had like an hour long conversation about all of this and how life does go on with a lot of the things. Unfortunately, we can't stop life. right?
Yeah,
um, and I think هلا كلنا عايشين هيدا الشيء انه حاطينا. It's not really, it's not at the back of our minds always. But it's always at the back of my mind. ما بعرف إذا
مزبوط.
I don't know how to explain that, right? It's just always there. We're always
Yeah,
thinking about it, but it's not always at the forefront of our thoughts, you
yeah.
know?
Leiki مثلا أنا for me, okay, as anyone who knows me knows like I'm very like disciplined when it comes to like working out, for example. I'm very disciplined with my work. I get things done very quickly. Over the past like I have to say 3 months لما رجعنا من لبنان ماني عم اقدر ركز وما عم اعرف شو بني وحاسه انه all the time I feel like there's something wrong but I can't really pinpoint what it is. And then um
Mm-hmm.
now I understand that it's taking a much heavier toll on me than I even give it credit, صراحة, or that I even
Yeah,
acknowledge
yeah.
for myself. So, if you're feeling a little off these past few months, if you're feeling like there's something that's like holding you back or something just like not right, just know that like our families back home and our brothers and sisters in Palestine and a lot of people around the world are going through a very, very hard reality right now. And whether or not you are مثل ما يارا كانت عم تقول tuning into the news 24/7 or disconnecting completely, this is something that's going to always be like in the back of your mind and going to be affecting you whether you want to recognize it or not, whether you recognize it or not. So
Mm-hmm.
it's مثل ما يارا قالت, like for me as well, I'm very lucky that I work with people who understand like how hard it is. And a lot of them are always like, I don't even know how you can even how you even have space mentally to talk about work. Well, for me it's kind of an escape work, and I think like for the past 2 months like I dove into my work a lot deeper versus going to something like working out, which is what is usually my escape from life. بس حسيت انه عن جد كنت with every I want to say like free minute that I had, إذا عطيت حالي مجال to go down a rabbit hole, I would go down through such a bad rabbit
It's
hole
very
about Lebanon.
consuming. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's very consuming.
So I felt like with work,
Yeah,
I had a responsibility to fill. Like it's something that I had to do versus working out was like a choice for me, right? It was like an entertainment. شي أنا بلهيني. So I dove like much
yeah.
deeper into my work than usual. And
Than anything else.
that's kind of helped me like distract me a little bit. But now, and I think Yara, like, you know where I'm going now, but now with December coming up, for, people
Yeah.
like us who do celebrate Christmas with their families, يعني I never in my life imagined not spending Christmas with my family and not being able to, during these like very sensitive years of like my grandparents' lives and the fact that aslan we're already every single person is somewhere different. Summers aren't always like something that we can plan together, but Christmas is a set day and it's something that for sure all of the family is going to be there. وامبارح هيك I got really depressed يا روش. We didn't talk about it بس لأنه هيك كنت عم أحكي مع my mother-in-law and we were just talking about the situation, and it's the first time that she kind of says, if the situation is like this, I don't want you coming. And it really like hit hard and I got really really sad, and the whole day I was depressed وما كنت عارفة ليش كمان. وبعدين اليوم الصبح تذكرت انه شو بكي ما انت you had a long conversation with Carmen, and like it was just a sad reality,
Yeah.
and it hit.
Yeah. So I think a lot of us هلا خصوصي كلنا عم نحكي بهالموضوع, right? ما حدا عارف حاله. في عالم اللي عندهم أولاد. I live in Dubai. So a lot of people, a lot of families, there are kids involved. They're like, you know what? لا أكيد ما حننزل على لبنان. إنه we're not gonna risk going to Lebanon. We have children. And then you have a lot of people that are like أكيد we're gonna go. إنه المطار بعدهم فاتحينه للمطار. بعدنا فينا نروح. And then you have other people that are just like حنتركها لآخر دقيقة لأنه ما عارفين شو بدنا نعمل, right? And I think a lot of us fall into the حنتركها لآخر دقيقة category. Again, those of us that don't have kids, of course. لأنه كلنا we don't want to come to terms with the reality that we might not be able to go down for Christmas. Christmas is absolutely a time in Lebanon, at least, when we all meet up, and it's really a week of family time, like pure quality time with the family. It's cheese and wine next to the chimney. It's just being with the people that are very, very close to you. It's the Christmas spirit, right? There's a Christmas spirit in Lebanon that I'm sure you can feel it everywhere else in the world if you're a believer, of course, and then if you have that in you. But in Lebanon specifically, خلص there's a specific feeling هيك في it's
Something in
it's
the
it's not
air.
a feeling you get anywhere else. Yeah, it's something. It's the magic. It really is like the magic. It's the Christmas spirit that's there.
Yeah.
So ما بعرف مع مين ما نحكي صراحة wherever we go, and it differs, right? From one family you have like different opinions of بدنا ننزل على لبنان ما حننزل على لبنان. طب اوكي اذا نزلنا ضربوا طريق المطار، اذا نزلنا ضربوا المطار وعلقنا تحت. No one really knows what the situation is. But I can tell you one thing. No one is right and no one is wrong. Whatever you decide to do, you're deciding to do it for yourself.
Think outside of just like flying to Lebanon for Christmas, that goes into every single aspect of the situation اليوم in your life, right? So if you're feeling like
Yeah.
you need to take some time off work, if you're feeling like you need to take time off of social media, if you're feeling like you need to focus more on social media and advocate and be louder, that's also okay. يعني شو ما تعملوا, like as long as you're keeping yourself and your mental health in at the forefront, that's the most important thing. And I just ask, and we've said this before, بس بحس إنه شيء كتير 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 مهم, is to just like give each other grace and give yourself grace, because there's no right or wrong in this situation. There's no playbook as to what to do when your country is under attack and your people are at war. Um, and so just يعني, don't think of like what's right and what's wrong in this situation. لأنه there's no right or there's no wrong.
And to add to that, Kamena, I think overall, and I think so many people have been saying this and we've been hearing it a lot, بس ما تقلبوا على بعض. ما تقلبوا على بعض. Talk about the situation, have open conversations, discussions, negotiations about the situation in Lebanon, 100%. We all have our different perspectives, our different view, our different beliefs about everything. But don't lose each other. Don't fight each other. يعني just don't خلص كل واحد له رأيه fine. بس هن at this point in time the most important thing is for all of us to unite for Lebanon. No one else, no other country, no other thoughts, nothing at all. Just Lebanon, our own country, the country that all of us, regardless of what our belief system is, all of us have the same feeling towards it, or ما بعرف, inshallah, I would hope everybody has the same feeling towards it and
Yeah.
wants to see Lebanon kind of succeed, right? And
Yeah.
and come out of this even stronger than before.
Yeah.
I think that's for me and all of there is about Lebanon. I think from my end, this is where I would kind of end it. Please be very mindful of each other. كلنا عنا رأينا، كلنا يمكن نختلف بالرأي، بس at the same time it's okay. I think وصلنا لمرحلة هلا in Lebanese history, in recent Lebanese history، مش عم بحكي زمان كتير، عم بحكي من 2019 لهلا، that we should be able to have these conversations for the
Yeah.
sake of our country and not for the
Yeah.
sake of anything else.
مزبوط. بس مثل ما بتقول my mother-in-law ومثل ما قالت يارا إنه احترام الناس هو الأساس. So like just make sure that you're approaching all of these conversations with respect, and that's the most
Yeah,
important thing صراحة at this stage, لأنه turning
صح
against each
صح.
other is not what's going to help us get anywhere right now. I think with that, like we can close that topic a little bit and move to a little bit of a happier note. Something that's like forward looking, something that me and Yarush are so excited we're already like working on. But something that we also
Yeah.
want to, give you guys a little bit of a sneak peek about, and that is season 2 of Can We Discuss with Yara and Petra. We're so, so, so excited to announce, and no, we'll be back. We're going to be taking a break because we need to plan a lot. But we're going to be back in January 2025, and we'll keep you posted on the exact Wednesday that we're going to be launching in January. And then, Yarush, you want to tell them about
Yes.
the new rollout for the season and what they can expect?
Yeah, absolutely. So I think a couple of things that you guys can expect for season two. Of course, more Yara and Petra time. Best, more Yara and Petra time with some more special guests. I think there are a lot of different topics that we actually wanted to use for this season that we're now pushing to season two. A lot of new faces that you're going to be seeing with us, a lot of guests that are going to be helping with a wide variety of topics. Um, but what we're also going to be doing, just so that we're always able to get you the quality content that you've been used to, is we're going to be rolling out episodes bi weekly. So it's not going to be on a weekly basis, but on every 2 weeks, we're going to have an episode coming out.
صح.
We're also going to be a bit more active on our social media platforms.
Yes, مظبوط. So every other Wednesday, لأنه a lot goes into
Yeah.
this and it's just me and Yarush. So we need a minute. We noticed that we
For
just need a
now,
minute
for now. If you
for
want to
now.
sponsor us, reach out.
صح, if you want to come and sponsor us and help us produce, we're ready. But as long as it's me and Yarush doing all of the behind the scenes, it's we needed a little bit more space there. And then like Yara said, just so that we make sure we're really getting you the content that you deserve and the content standards that we want to share as well. So you'll be seeing more of us on social. We'll keep an eye out. Please stay close. Don't go anywhere because January is right around the corner and we already have
Yeah.
some really cool things lined up for you guys. So, as always, thank you guys so, so much for tuning in today and for closing the season with us. Thank you for all the support throughout the
And for
season.
sticking with us this entire season.
عن جد, like we were nervous launching, but now looking back, it was literally like the best decision. I'm so excited that we're able to do this again. Stay tuned for a lot more. And thank you again.
Thank you, everyone. We'll see you all in season two of Can We Discuss with Yara and Petra.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.